Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a highly requested video today, and it's actually the comparison between two of this Missha cushion. So on the right is the Missha Geumseol and the left one is the Missha Tension Pact. And the thing is, these two, the time release for this are very close, and I think that's why people want to know my thoughts and reviews. I've actually done separate review and video and first impression on this on my channel, which I'll put in the box up here so you guys can check them out. I'm going to talk about the overall and the questions that you guys have asked me to tell you guys how both cushions like, which one I like more, which one I like less, which one is better and stuff like that, so you guys know my thoughts and reviews on them. Now on my right side I actually have the Geumseol, and on the left I have the Tension Pact. As you can tell, you can see this line right here. You can tell that the Missha one matches my skin way more than the Tension Pact. The Tension Pact is a little bit light, it doesn't really oxidize, so you can tell a little bit of the difference. But if I were to wear the Tension Pact by itself, I can pull it off during the day. Like once I bronze my face and stuff, it's not that obvious, so it's okay. But I actually went out like this throughout the day. This is actually after wearing it for 10 hours now. So if you guys see me looking down a little bit too much, it's because I have my phone on my right, I have notebook on the left, and so I have like notes jotted down. I have questions in my phone to answer for you guys so that I don't miss out any questions, okay? So I'm really sorry if I look down, but I'm only doing that because I want to be detailed. And so I'm just gonna go through all these questions really quick. The first one, actually most of these questions are from one of my subscriber, Jasmine. So hi Jasmine, hopefully this is helpful for you. So the first one is, how different is the new one compared to the old ones? And she gave me like different things to talk about, and I feel like the questions that she asked is very similar to what I've been doing, which is my rating, the longevity, the moisture, the coverage, and the price. But I noticed I haven't done the rating for the Tension Pact just because the Tension Pact, it was an older video, and back then I didn't really do ratings for my cushion. So what I did was I briefly wrote down the ratings for both of them so I can tell you my ratings. So the Geumseol one, taking from the previous video, I rated this one, the longevity, I rated it 4.5 out of 5. Coverage 4 out of 5, moisture 4 out of 5, and price 4 out of 5. Tension, I'm just gonna quickly tell you guys the rating and I'll talk more about that in details and compare. So for the longevity, I'm gonna rate it 4 out of 5. The coverage 3.5 out of 5. Moisture 3.5 out of 5, and price 3.5 out of 5 as well. So now I've done the rating. You guys can tell I've rated the Geumseol one a little bit higher than the Tension Pact, and I'll explain why now. The longevity, I've had this on since 9 o'clock and it's now 6 o'clock. As you guys can tell, the forehead is a little bit oily, but it's okay. Like the cushion didn't smudge or anything, and I did prime just for this video as well. I usually prime my face and then set it with powder, but for this video I did not set with powder because I want to see how it's like with just primer by itself. And because I have dry skin, sometimes I don't set my face with powder depending on the cushion, which I'll talk more about after as well. Longevity, the Geumseol one definitely lasts way longer than the Tension. The Tension one, I can feel that it's starting to crack a little bit along my smile line and a little bit on my forehead. The cheek area is still looks pretty good, so it's okay, but I decided to rate the Tension one a bit lower because the nose area, the cushion also disappeared as well. The Geumseol one, there's still a little bit left, which is okay, but for the Tension, I can feel that it's a little bit dry and starting to crack as well. So yeah. And for the coverage, I rated the Tension one lower just because I can see my redness coming through, and I also could see the redness when I apply it on because it only gives a low to medium coverage. I know for the Geumseol one in the previous video I did say it gives a low to medium coverage, but if I were to compare this to the Tension, it gives way better coverage than the Tension just because it does cover up my redness. It doesn't show any of my, you know, like my pores or anything. It just makes my skin look very natural and very healthy as well, and the shade is perfect, hence why the rating for the Geumseol is higher. For the moisture, both of them are pretty moisturizing, especially because I have dry skin, so I'm really happy with the moisture. But if I were to say which one is really moisturizing, which one feels really comfortable on the face, definitely the Geumseol one, just because the Geumseol gives like a semi-matte to dewy finish, but the tension one gives a semi-matte finish, so it feels a little bit drying compared to the Geumseol one. Depending how dry your skin is, if my skin is really dry, I probably wouldn't wear the tension one because it probably doesn't give me enough moisture that I need. The Geumseol one does, hence why look, it's not oily, but it's just dewy. And I did mention before with the tension one, when I didn't prime in the previous video, the oil tends to come out and smooth the tension one more. So this is probably great for those who have oily skin, and the oily helps to smooth out your cushion. But if you're dry skin, I probably wouldn't say this is a good idea unless you use a moisturizing primer. So in regards of the price, there is a difference. So the price for the Geumseol one is actually $23 and the tension one is actually $12. This is the cheapest I could find, and this is from iBuy Beauty. I noticed with iBuy Beauty, they tend to have cheaper prices for Missha brand, so it's pretty cool. And the tension pack, I saw a refill price and it's only like $8, so it's like half the price. So in regards of the refill, if you want to buy a refill, it would probably be a good idea to get the refill for the Geumseol one and put it in your tension pack if you do have a tension pack already. But I wouldn't recommend getting a perfect cover like tension pack refill and put it on your Geumseol because it is pretty loose and it doesn't work. But yeah, it works on the Geumseol one, so you might save a few dollars on that. I'll find a link where you can get the refill because I know Josie used to sell the refill for that, but it's gone now, so I need to find a alternative for you guys, an alternative site. In regards of the SPF, the Geumseol one have SPF 30 and the tension pack has SPF 37. I don't know why they rated 37. Why can't they rate it 40? But both of them, I'm still not happy with the SPF because I prefer SPF 50 just because our sun here in New Zealand is pretty bad. But it's okay, I'm really happy with the cushion's result anyway. And another question is, if you were rated in scale of 10, how different is the new one compared to the old one? The differences, I would just say 3 out of 10. So if you're already on the tension pack and let's just say you run out your tension pack, I definitely recommend the Geumseol one. But if you already have a tension pack and you want to try a new cushion, try a new cushion. Don't try the Geumseol one just because it is pretty similar, but depending on your skin, like if you're already happy with your tension pack, don't get the Geumseol. But if you're not happy with your tension pack, get the Geumseol. I hope that makes sense. But if you have the Geumseol one, just stay with the Geumseol one, don't get the tension one. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And the last question is, for those with tight budget, will you recommend the old ones if the difference is not that significant? No. I would just say go for the Geumseol one if you haven't bought any of those cushions, just because I feel like the Geumseol one is so good for those who have dry skin, and for skin tone like me, definitely get the Geumseol. But if you have oily skin looking for a semi-matte finish that gives a natural finish coverage and looking for an affordable one, and you're looking for a little bit lighter than my skin tone, definitely get the tension one. But overall, I'm a little bit biased towards the Geumseol because it is an amazing cushion, and I've actually used this with setting powder as well, and it looks amazing because it doesn't show any of my dry patches. But the tension one, if I put setting powder on top of this semi-matte cushion, it would definitely show my dry patches more than it's showing now. Like now it's not too bad because I primed with moisturizing primer, but I definitely wouldn't use any setting powder for the tension pack. But the Geumseol one, I'm really confident. Like last week, I used the Geumseol one from 11 to 1 o'clock and it didn't budge at all. Like it gives me a beautiful coverage, and I'm so happy because I did not need to worry about touching up during the day or the night. It's just, I'm really happy with the result. So I really hope this video is helpful for you guys. I hope it answered all the questions that you want, because yeah, I tried to be as informative as I could in this video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have any more questions or any questions that I've missed out, definitely put in the comment down below. And I'm sorry if this video is a bit chatty, but I just had to, you know, tell you guys my thoughts and review on this. But next week I definitely have a new cushion slash foundation video for you guys, so stay tuned for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and tell me which cushion you want me to try next, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.